Stop doing this while cold calling. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down with you the exact things that I've learned throughout my career of making over 1 million cold calls. Yes, over 1 million cold calls and selling over $450 million worth of real estate, of exactly what is holding you back from selling more properties. So first things first, the first thing you need to stop doing is stop not asking for the business. If you're in the commercial world and you are not making offers on the property, that is going to be a big problem. Because if you're not asking for the business, which essentially just means, hey, let's do some business, I'd like to do a deal at X price, which is thinking with an investor's mentality instead of with just their common real estate mentality of, hey, are you totally against listing the property for sale? Which I'm not saying don't do. Let's be super clear. But what I am saying is that you need to have the investor's mentality and come in with the mindset of like, hey, why don't we do a deal right now? You said you're looking for $1 million. You know, again, my client's looking to do something, probably around the 700 to 750 range. Let's see if we can get a deal done. And it's okay. Like, you need to learn how to negotiate right off the bat, because if you're not looking to do the business, you're assuming they're going to try to offer to do business with you. It's like in the residential world where if you're making your cold calls right now and you're not asking for the close, if you're not asking for the appointment over the phone, what are you assuming that is going to happen? You think the lead is just going to be like, Henry, you've been such a fantastic person on the phone, great salesperson. I'd love to have you come over and come list my property. You think they're ever going to say that? No, they're not going to say that. You're assuming that something's going to happen when it's absolutely not. You're not going to put that in the lead's hands. It's not their responsibility. It's your responsibility to close. The first thing, number one, is you got to ask for the business. So in the commercial world, that's all about making an offer. Hey, let's do a deal. This is the number. Let's get it done. Where I like to pre-negotiate and try to negotiate on price so I can get an easier deal done with my buyers, because I already know where they're going to be at. Point number two, stop waiting for the best time to cold call and pick up the phone and start dialing. It's important to realize that there's never going to be a right time to cold call, and no one ever feels like, oh, this will be a great time for me to get cold called. No, pick up the phone at any time. I'm not going to say 24/7, 365, but I'm saying about any time traditionally between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., pick up the phone and start dialing right away, because right now you're missing out on opportunities to make money. Point number three, stop waiting for the best script to come around, which, by the way, you can download my free script book right in the description down below. So if you're waiting for that free script book or the best one, it's down below. I'm a little biased, but check it out. I promise you it'll get you great results if you just read it. What I want to say is super clear when it comes to a script is that most scripts work. You just got to read it and make your calls. Stop thinking you got to wait till the perfect words come out, because they're on a piece of paper and you just got to read it. Point number four, stop waiting for leads to convert themselves. And what I mean by this is the following. What I have seen so many real estate agents do is that they generate some leads. John Smith, the property owner of 123 Main Street, they're open to selling. Yeah, sure, make me an offer. And they go like, well, I have this lead and I just can't seem to sell it. They want too much money. If they want too much money and you didn't make them an offer of some type of level offer, they want $2 million and you offered them $1 million and they still stuck at their $2 million number. If that is the case, move on and get new leads. It is totally okay to just leave that person over here. John, we're going to leave you right here and I'm going to follow up with you every 90 days and see if you maybe change your mind. But I'm not going to wait for you to come down on your price so I can do some business. I'm going to go out and find a bunch of great deals while you're over there enjoying life, thinking that your property's worth $1 gajillion when it's not. Perfectly fine, no judgment. But I'm going to go find some ways to make some money over here. It's important to not wait until your lead is ready to do something, to finally do something with your deal. You got to go out and find some great deals. And if that lead is not going to be a great deal right now, then you need to go find more. So stop waiting till leads turn themselves into great deals, because it's just not going to happen. You got to go find more leads that are great opportunities. Point number five is stop not making calls. There's so many realtors that I speak to on a daily basis, and they're like, Henry, my goal is to make some more money. I'm really struggling right now in my business. I'm like, okay, well, how many calls are you making a day? Something like 10 to 20 a week. 10 to 20 a week? What is that, like 4 or 5 a day? How is it possible that you want to be in the real estate business, but you're not willing to be on the phone 24/7, 365? This business is all revolving around who you speak to on a daily and weekly basis. If you want to make a lot of money and you speak to more people than anybody else, you're going to make money, I promise. It's really that simplistic. You speak to more people, you're going to have more opportunities. Those opportunities will turn into leads. Those leads will turn into deals. Done. It is really that simplistic. And if you're not making calls on a daily basis, if a day goes by and you did not generate a new lead and you did not have a conversation with somebody, right? You had no prospecting conversation, I don't know what you think you were doing. Because basically, you should have just went to the beach and had a nice day with your family because you didn't work today. So stop not making calls. Point number 6, stop making excuses as to what you think might be better or smarter or a higher dollar productive activity than making phone calls. Because if you do not have hundreds of thousands of dollars in pending contracts right now that are, in several of these contracts, it's not like just one deal for 400 grand. I mean, like, you have a dozen deals under contract right now, or 24 deals under contract right now. My best ever was 38 properties under contract. 38. If you have 38 properties under contract, you might be able to take a day off, okay? I can respect that. I've seen so many real estate agents where they're like, I haven't made my calls today, but I really have to go on this appointment, or I really have to send out this email, or I really have to send this social media post, or I really have to do this, this, or this. No, you haven't prospected, so you didn't do your job first. Once you do your job today, then you can do all those other things. It's important to know that your calls are the #1 priority, period. And whatever you're trying to put in front of it, we're like, oh, well, as soon as I do this email or as soon as I record the social media post, then I'll make my calls. No, no, no. Other way around, people. Make your calls from 8 a.m. to 11 or 12, and then you're done for the day, and you can go do whatever the heck you want because you already did your job. You made your calls, you had your conversations, you generated the new leads, you talked to all the people you need to be talking to, you set some appointments, and then you can go conduct your appointments for the rest of the day. That's how you win when it comes to cold calling. So point number 7, stop thinking you don't have enough leads. And what this means to me is those individuals who go, one of two sides of the coin is, Henry, I don't have enough leads right now. I'm really struggling to generate leads right now. If you're someone who's struggling to generate leads, and you're not making 3 to 4 hours of calls a day, I probably would start there. However, then there's the other side of the coin where it's like, Henry, I really don't have enough leads. I have all these properties that I've been speaking to them and they're interested in hearing an offer, but they maybe want too much money. Call them back, do your follow-ups. And once you've done all your follow-ups, then you can come back and tell me like, Henry, I don't have enough leads, which by the way, I'm gonna be super clear. I never think I have enough leads. I always need to be prospecting for more business. Of course, but I'm not telling the world like, hey, I don't have enough leads. Please, someone help me. No, I'm like, hey, I don't have enough leads today. I need to go generate some opportunities. Every day, I gotta go generate more opportunities so I never feel like I don't have enough leads. Like, that's the goal. Every single day, I need to be out generating leads because it is very quick. You can go into the world of like, I feel like I don't have enough leads because I'm not prospecting. So the only way for you to stop feeling like you don't have enough leads is to generate so many leads on a daily basis that you can never feel that way. You're like, I generate a crazy amount of leads. But personally, my best months were generating 300 or 400 leads a month, just cold calling every day. I mean, I had 50 to 100 conversations a day. When you have 100 conversations a day, 4,000 conversations a month, 10% of those at 400 leads, that's possible. But when you don't have that many conversations and you maybe have 100 conversations a week, 400 conversations a month, and at a 10% ratio, you can have 40 halfway decent leads. That's at 400 conversations a month. Then you can have 40 possible leads. That's at a 10% ratio. Even at a 2% ratio, that's 8 decent leads. So like, it is possible for somebody. You don't have to make 500 calls a day every day to be successful in this business. But if you're just doing everything possible to make the excuses, to not make the calls, to just literally do anything except for make your calls, you're going to struggle in this business. Point number 8. Stop watching YouTube videos just like this when you could be making cold calls. If you are watching this video and you're not on a lunch break right now, and it is any time that you can be making cold calls, stop watching this video. Yes, literally click stop, swipe up, get out of YouTube, and go make more cold calls because you are wasting time watching more content when you know what you need to be doing. You should be downloading the script book right now, down in the description, download the script book, and get on the phones right now. Because by the way, I'm gonna go do the same thing. I'm gonna go out and make some money. So if you wanna go do the same thing, let's do it together. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. If you're still watching this video, that means to me that you're a committed real estate agent and you're looking to take your life and business to the next level. I'm just curious. Why have you yet to schedule your free, no obligation coaching consultation? All you have to do is simply go in the description down below, and people are telling me this call has been the most unbelievable, the most powerful call they've had in their entire career. And here's just a few of the individuals who have taken full advantage of this call. And my mission is to support as many realtors as possible. Build a 6- and 7-figure net income business so that they don't have to rely on this industry anymore for their everyday income. If you're a committed realtor, which I can see like you are, all you have to simply do to take full advantage of this free coaching consultation is to go in the description down below and schedule your free call now.